Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the Bondurant GT, and well, we're not doing much working. We actually already finished it, and I did film a little bit, but it was pretty scattered, and I kind of looked over the footage, and there wasn't really much I could do other than just kind of show you guys how it turned out. So we've got pretty much everything done. Got all the door panels dyed, or all the door panels put in, got them cleaned up, got the dash dyed, center console cleaned up, got the rear panels dyed, all the kick panels, all that stuff. So I'm looking around here and I'm kind of looking at everything, and I think it looks pretty good, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like, and you guys can let me know what you think. So let's turn this camera around without further ado and I'll show you. All right, so that's what it looks like. Like I said, we got the dash dyed. I just dyed from the basically center of this line here down, everything that was gray. The center console I did not dye, just cleaned up. You notice a little bit of a light spot here. I need to do a little bit more cleaning probably on that. Actually, a good tip on these center consoles, the original plastic, if you take just a little bit of lacquer thinner and they're kind of, let's say, hazy, a little bit of lacquer thinner will take most of that haziness off, and then you can hit it with some, plastic rejuvenation or whatever you like to use to kind of brighten this stuff up and bring it back to life. So everything turned out pretty well. It's still a little glossy. I'll probably take some glass cleaner or some tough stuff or something of that matter and wipe it down just to get rid of some of that gloss on the original black, but otherwise I think it looks pretty good. I'll touch bases on the steering wheel once we get to the driver's side, but everything turned out really nice. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think I touched bases on the rear seat delete at all, so I got this with the car, which was really cool. I'm not sure who makes it, but it fits really nice everywhere, and it attaches on the back on the rear package tray by the two clips. It kind of slides underneath the package tray, so there's really not a whole lot that holds it in. Kind of friction fit, and that's about it. But as far as the rear panels go, I went ahead and removed them and did the same thing as the dash. I just dyed it from the center point down, kind of fogged in a little bit on this line, and we just kind of cleaned up the top portions. I could still do a little bit better job. I see that now, but overall for a race car, I think this thing is looking pretty good. Let's see, what else did we do? So these are the window nets, if you guys are wondering. They go on the door panels. They attach by these 2 points on each side. I got both of them all cleaned up. These window nets were disgusting. They were literally black. So really happy with how they cleaned up. These are the original nets to the car. And yeah, they turned out really nice. I'm very happy with them. So on the seat belts, I've got the seat belts sitting here too. They are old. Definitely expired, but it doesn't really bother me too much. More so curious if you guys think, a red belt would look better. I do have a set of black belts that are a little bit newer out of my green race car, so I can always put those in here, which I might do. But went ahead and got this little sill plate here dyed because they're gray as well. These are the black ones I pulled out of that junkyard car. They cleaned up pretty good. I did have to do a quick little dye on them because they had some overspray and stuff on them, so we did a quick little dye on those. And then the door panels, I briefly went over them in the last video. They are kind of separating from the materials, kind of separating from the door panel itself, as a lot of these do. So a little unfortunate, and it's got little things like this, that can't do much about, but they're overall a lot better condition than the old ones. And we did go ahead and drill the door panel for the window net, both of them, put new screws in there, and I'll probably just run it like this because the window net does get in the way and can be kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest. So I'll probably just run them with the screws in the door for now, and then whenever I take the car to the track, we can put the window nets up. So although I probably won't need a passenger side one because I don't think I'll be putting a passenger side seat in there. But I didn't really touch much on the carpet, but as you guys probably noticed, it is in very, very nice shape for being a used, 30-year-old carpet probably, or close to it. So I'm very, very happy with that. This side does have a little bit of sun fading, which, not the end of the world. Car sat in California its whole life. I'm sure I'm going to have something. So pretty happy with how that turned out overall. I tore all the insulation off the back of it, pressure washed it, and put it in the car. That's really about it. I probably could take a little bit of dye if I was really worried about some of this fading in this area, but honestly, I'm not. Let's see. What else did we do? Well, the biggest elephant in the room is we've got a quick release now. Obviously, being a gray interior car, we had a gray steering wheel and we needed a steering wheel. And what better way to do that than to put a Momo on it with an SFI quick release. So that turned out really nice, and it kind of matches the Momo seat, so that's cool. This is an NRG hub and an NRG SFI quick release. I did go ahead, this is something that I did. Whenever you do these hubs, you can kind of see through the steering column, and you can just see back behind here. So what I did was I made a little ABS plastic cover that bolted in where the factory bolts go for the clock spring, and that turned out pretty decent. And then we went ahead and took the bezel off the gauge cluster, polished it, and kind of cleaned back all inside the gauges because it was really nasty in there too. So cleaned that up really well. Did the same thing with the door panel, drilled it on the top, and missed my mark a little bit on this side, but that's all right. Same thing, it's got a couple little damages and whatnot, but we did go ahead, we dyed the door handles because those were gray as well. And yeah, what do you guys think about this seat? I'm probably going to leave it in here. It's a cool old school piece, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'd really love to find a passenger side one to match. That's probably going to be pretty hard to do. So, well, this is pretty nice. Goes on and off very easily, and yeah. So got a little bit of that stuff I sprayed on all the plastics on my hands still. So, but this is a kind of a suede, Alcantara, whatever you want to call it, steering wheel. So it should help with driving gloves and stuff like that, grip on it around the track. Overall, like I said, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I apologize I didn't film as much as I probably should have, and as much as you guys probably would have wanted to see. But this is kind of the result over, I don't know, a week and a half, just kind of messing around with it. So I haven't been fully working super hard on it, just kind of trying to get it dialed. I did mess around a little bit with the trying to figure out what's wrong with the engine, trying to get it cranking over and started, and I think I've got a good game plan on what I need for that. So look out for that video, and also look out for an update on the 79 Mustang Coupe project, our little yellow car. I've been working on the interior, so I'll probably have an update on the interior, and I've also been working on the engine for that car. So lots of progress updates hopefully soon to come, but I appreciate you guys watching this video. I know it was a short one, short, sweet, simple, but let me know what you guys think of the interior. I think it turned out really nice for what it is. Probably too nice for a race car. Definitely a lot nicer than it was with no carpet and crappy trim everywhere and missing stuff. So appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.